Hola, amigos y amigas. Bienvenido a WTF Nation Radio. Hello, welcome. It's Monday. It's the Monday edition. Boys and girls, thanks for joining me here tonight on your radio station, WTF Nation Radio. It's been one of those Mondays, man. Monday all day long today, but it's over for most of us. And we're here, and we have a guest tonight. Well, we have two guests tonight. Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop are going to join me tonight. Here on the program, I'm joined tonight by my Zulu is still in the field playing Army, so I've had to have various and sundry people fill in for him. And tonight, my special guest co-host is Ender. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, hey. By the way, I didn't know you spoke Spanish. I'm kind of slightly turned on by that. Just gonna throw that out
Yeah. I speak a multitude of languages. I speak English and Spanish and Southern and a little ghetto. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Yeah, I do. I'm fluent in sarcasm.
Yeah. No, if you could just call me Poppy, I'd be happy.
Oh, no. That's a little much. I mean, it's still kind of early in the show, man. Mom and Spanky are also joining me on the call tonight, and we're going to attempt to put together a radio show for you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the kind words in the Facebook live chat and elsewhere. Come join us in our live chat at WTFNationRadio.com if you're feeling froggy. Jump on over here. There are cameras of people other than me, so you got that going for you. But it's always a plus that you don't have to look at just me. Everything you ever wanted to know and more about WTF Nation Radio is available over there at our official website, WTFNationRadio.com. Also, like us on Facebook. I mean, I know you're watching it on the U.S. Army WTF Moments page, but there's also a WTF Nation Radio Facebook page. So go check that out too, please. I can't help but notice that U.S. Army WTF Moments is a mere 900 likes away from hitting 1 million likes. Oh, my God. That's going to be huge when it happens. Something's going to happen. I don't know what. We might all get some money. It may get shut down. Confetti might shoot out of Ender's ass. There's no telling what's going to happen when we hit 1 million likes over there. I can't wait to do this interview with Mike the Cop and Officer Daniels. If you don't know who they are they're police officers. They are currently law enforcement officers and Facebook sensations. They're going to be on to talk about the organization Humanizing the Badge. And on the 17th, which is a couple days away, or math days away. What's today, the 13th? So 4 days from today, they're going to be in Detroit, Michigan for an event to bring the police and the community together. That's, I think that's something, the relations between law enforcement and the civilians, the people in the community, kind of sucked over the last 8 years. And I don't want to lay the blame squarely on the shoulders of the previous administration, but I think that they did a lot to encourage, a divide and help create a divide between law enforcement officers and citizens. So these two fine gentlemen are attempting to turn that around one person at a time. They're going to come to each of your homes individually. They're traveling across the country to bring the police and community together. So if one of these dudes knocks on your door, invite him in. Have a cup of coffee. Probably a donut. On Thursday, March 16th, Christian Brunetti and Mike Unruh are going to be on Sergeant's Time with ICE. They're going to be on the show to talk about their upcoming film project that they're working on. We Happy Few is the title of that. It's going to be focusing on a group of veterans that are transitioning from their military careers to civilian life. They both served together in the Army, and they both worked on the set of Army Wives. Boy, it sounds like a hoot.
Really? I didn't know that.
Did you know that the working title for the show Army Wives was Dependas?
I could see that happening. I know when the Army Wives craze first came out, Rick, he was really big into it, and he would go over to my mother's house and watch it with her constantly. I, on the other hand, was too busy doing, other things.
Other things. I saw... I don't want to give away too much about what Zulu's up to right now, but the dude is he's a fister. He is an observer for the artillery types. And he sent me a pic. Well, he didn't send me a picture. He shared a picture of these fucking ate up ass unit that he's in, and I don't know what unit it is, but they're all dicked up out there. First of all, it's snowing, and they're sleeping in tents. Well, their tents are set up right next to their. This is a self-propelled artillery unit. Why the fuck are they sleeping in tents? Why are they setting tents up next to their tracks? Dude, get in your track and sleep.
73rd.
Jesus. Plus, their TAA was all fucked up. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. Get your shit together, Zulu's unit, whoever you are.
I'm going to bet money that it's the 173rd. They love the train in cold weather.
No, I don't think so. It's not the 173rd. I'll tell you that. Monday, next Monday, March 20th. That is a week from today, isn't it? Yeah, calendar, yes. On the Monday edition, a week from today, comedian P.J. Walsh is going to be on the show. He's a Navy veteran who's now a comedian. He's performed 20-plus tours to the troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and has toured with the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. He's also partnered with the organization Armed Services Arts Partnership to help give our veterans and military families an avenue to use comedy to help cope with the hardships that they've endured. It's, that's a good way to cope. Comedy. Laughter's the best medicine. So I'm looking forward to talking to PJ a week from tonight. And then next Friday, March 24th, six-time UFC champion and Hall of Famer Randy Couture is going to be on my show. He was part of the U.S. Olympic wrestling team while a soldier in the U.S. Army. He starred in all three of the Expendables movies. I can't talk tonight. Ambushed and The Scorpion King 2. So I'll be talking to Randy a week from this Friday. And then that following Monday, I'll have retired Marine Corps Sergeant John Peck. He's a Marine Corps veteran who sustained multiple injuries while serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's one of the few quadruple amputees of those two conflicts. Recently undergone a double arm transplant and will be on to tell us about his journey from military service and his to his long road to recovery. I did not know that they could do full limb transplants. Can't wait to talk to retired Sergeant Peck about that. Oh my God! They just put two arms on this dude.
It's amazing how medicine has really advanced over the past few years.
It is amazing. I hope you guys were able to catch the lunchtime show today. I enjoyed it. Liquid Lunch with Pie. That was a good show.
I did. It was a great show. Like, for the most parts that I got, like, mobile internet traveling to Spanky's house, but it was a great show.
Pie and Jay Reddy and Bones were talking about a couple of things that I'm going to cover tonight in case anybody missed it. We'll try to get caught up, including this story. This one, what the fuck was my reaction to this. Students at an Iowa high school have apologized to a neighboring school for wearing red, white, and blue to a recent basketball game. The Valley High students' USA-themed attire was seen as offensive because some of the rival schools' players were from refugee families. Fuck your refugee family in that context. You're offended because the students were displaying the colors of the flag of the country in which you reside? Go fuck off back over wherever you are a refugee from. You don't come into this country and disrespect the people who are here because you're offended by the patriots that reside in this country. I don't care if I'm being politically incorrect. I'm not here to be politically correct as it pertains to refugee families being offended by the flag and colors of their host country. Any normal person, any educated person can look at that and think, what the hell are these kids thinking, said Valley High School coach Morgan Wheat. The students, however, argued that themed attire was worn at previous games and it was not meant to make a statement toward the rival side. So here is a statement. Here's a letter of apology from the student leaders of Valley High School to Des Moines North High last week. It reads, "It has been brought to our attention that the decisions by the Valley High School students section to wear USA apparel at our game last night was offensive to members of your community and fan base. We're deeply sorry if we have offended anyone in any way. We have traditionally dressed in such a fashion for great games such as the one last night. Everyone here at Valley has immense respect not only for your team and players, but for your community as a whole. Please know that our intent was in no way to offend or demean, just to support our own team in a way we have done before. Fuck off. That's what that letter should have said. Those 2 words and a period. Fuck off. Period. The audacity of someone to get offended by the flag, of the colors of the flag of the country in which they fled to as refugees. I don't get it. Everybody in this country is offended by something, and those who are, quote, offending them, whether they're actually offending someone or not, are apologizing for everything. We've turned into a nation of apologetic pussies. Now you're apologizing for being a patriot, and if you pay attention to the story, that wasn't even the intent to come out and, oh, America, USA. Was not the intent, but somebody misconstrued it as such, and now we have to apologize. Eat a dick in the worst way possible. The Des Moines coach says, I'm going to read the rest of the article real quick before I fucking explode. The Des Moines North coach said he didn't think it was fair to assume that the Valley students were trying to make a political statement toward his players. He says, I don't want to judge those young people not knowing their motives. We're proud of our diversity at North High School, not only on our basketball team, but our population. Similar stories surfaced last year at high school football games. In Oklahoma, students at a Tulsa high school were blocked from bringing flags and banners on, quote, USA night. In South Carolina, a high school banned the American flag in the stands, claiming it had been used in the past to taunt opposing teams with Hispanic players. The fuck? Now, in this great country of ours, the country that you, the listening audience, by and large, has stood up for, has sworn to defend. Some of you have bled for this country, and some of your friends have died in the defense of this country and its interest. You should be outraged. I mean, you feel however you want to, but you have people that have fled to this country seeking protection, and then they come in and start demanding special treatment. No thanks. Go to hell, all of you, collectively, at once. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not gonna get too worked up. We got these guests coming on. Ender. I know you were gonna say something, and I went on that tear.
No, it's fun. I mean, the way the country's going right now, with people getting up and butt hurt over every little thing. I mean, I was just reading that news article about New York planning to ditch the literacy test for teachers because minorities keep failing. When did having what's the word I'm thinking of? When did becoming illiterate become acceptable in society? You know, where you can sit here and talk in a grammar that's not becoming in a workforce, because that's how you are raised. I grew up on the streets myself. You know, I didn't go to the best high school. For Christ's sakes, where I grew up was listed as one of the worst places in New York to live, with the highest dropout rate, highest unemployment rate, lowest property value rate, highest crime rate, and I still talk like I have a decent education. So why is it that now the country is coming to this where everyone feels like they should have not a say in how the country is ran, but if they don't agree with the social norms of how things used to be, getting an education, getting your diploma from high school, or getting a job to support your family, they can throw their hands up and say, oh, that's unconstitutional, or oh, that's not fair because I'm this race, or I'm this gender, or I'm this sexuality. It has nothing to do with that. All it boils down to is a bunch of self-entitled, spoiled brats who were never told no a day in their lives, whether they came from rich families or poor families.
You're not
And
entitled to anything in this country.
exactly, they're
Well, you
not.
shouldn't
It
be.
makes me think. Actually, makes me think of my younger brother who, is just spoiled rotten. Still lives at home with my family. Drives my stepfather's car. Pays maybe $200 a month in rent. Has no financial responsibility in the world. And I sit here and I watch, and I'm like, he's gonna just, when he gets out there and realizes that the world is not just sugar drops and shit like that, he's gonna fall flat on his face. And I'm not gonna help him because it's the only way he's gonna learn.
The this generation, and I don't want to say it's just this generation because there have been entitled pricks everywhere throughout history. The problem is, now we're coddling them. Everyone gets a trophy, participation award. You work for what you get. You don't. I mean, what's the point in me even trying? What's the point in me even going out and working every day to provide for my family when I can live off the government teat? Why? Why should I bother? You know
Exactly.
what? If you are physically capable to work, then and you choose not to, you should fucking starve to death. If you have been offered a job if you have gone out and sought out a job and had an offer of any kind, regardless of what type of work it is, if you can perform that job and you choose not to and decide to live off of my dime, you should fucking starve. Because, the government's going to take care of me. No, fuck you. Go to work. I go to work every day. I have a high school education. That's it. Much like Ender. I didn't go to the greatest school in the world. But don't be a fucking idiot, and play grab ass all the way through school. What little, first of all, finish school. High school at a minimum. You wonder why people treat you like an asshole. Because you're not doing anything for yourself, man. I don't have any respect for you. But you demand that I respect you. You demand that I bend to your will and honor all your stupid ass requests, like don't fly the American flag because it offends me. Hey, you're in America. America, he took our jobs. I mean, I know I sound like a fucking patriotic redneck. Maybe I am, but I've earned the right to speak this way. I raised my right hand and stepped up and answered the call and served my country. And if you hadn't done that, I personally feel like then maybe you shouldn't have an opinion on the matter.
I completely agree.
I mean, I'm tired of getting run over by these crybabies. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's how I feel about it. You do something for the country, then fuck off.
Well, see, and it's funny because it's these same people that sit here and complain that the soldiers, the Marines, the seamen, the Air Force, they're all sucking, quote unquote, sucking off the government's teat. But what they're not realizing is what, these individuals are getting up at 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, going to work, going to mandatorily work out, and then going to work, majority of them 9 to 5, and then staying there past 5 p.m. because they have to handle issues with other individuals. Well, these are the people who aren't rolling out of bed until noon, aren't doing anything productive, but are sitting here saying the government should give them everything and anything they desire and ask for. And I laugh at it. I do. I sit here and I laugh at these individuals who like and I hate to do this. Well, actually, I don't hate to do this. Like my older brother does not have a job, has 4 kids from 4 different baby mamas.
Oh my God.
Sponges off the government. And he wonders why I want nothing to do with him.
Hey, Ender's brother, get your fucking shit together and quit living off of my dime. Or keep your dick in your pants. If you're going to be irresponsible and knock up 4 different chicks, go get a job to feed them.
I provide to my nieces and nephews 10 times more than he has since they were born. And I don't mind doing that because they're my nieces and nephews. I'm going to love them unconditionally. It's not their fault that their daddy's a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, I'm fed up with fucking being told that I'm offensive, and I'm fed up with being told that I have to honor everybody's, fucking sensitivities. You know what? Fuck your feelings. Unless, and now I'm starting to stray into territory where I'm sounding like an entitled veteran. But unless you have served in the military, and possibly something comparable, law enforcement, emergency services, stuff like that.
Hell, even a teacher.
Right.
I'll take a teacher.
Unless you have done something to make a difference. That's a way to put it. Unless you have done something in the way of service to make a difference in this country, fuck you. You don't tell me how to think and what to say. I get it. There are people that have jobs that aren't that don't necessarily fit that classification. But if you're fending for yourself, if you're supporting your family on your own without my fucking tax dollars, cool, we can be friends. But if you want to sit at home on Facebook all day and live in your government subsidized housing and eat your your food that you get on your EBT card, with your fucking people, you get tax returns that are upwards of 50% of what you may have made at your shit job during the year, and you're on Facebook stirring up shit, inciting this and protesting that. We don't need to talk. You can fuck all the way off, completely, in perpetuity, because your opinion doesn't mean shit to me. You haven't done anything for this country or for yourself. You're just existing. And I'm paying for it. And it pisses me off.
I'll even take those individuals who are going to work every day, and trying. They're at least trying. I'm not talking about the Sally McBurger flipper at McDonald's or anything like that. I'm talking about the individuals who are legit out there trying their hardest to support their families. And even though they're collecting food stamps or some form of government subsidies to help provide for their families, they're still out there trying. I throw my hands up in praise for those single fathers and those single mothers out there who are working that long-ass job every day. And even though they're still collecting some form of government subsidy, they're trying to provide for their families. But what I will not tolerate is those individuals who just sit around all day and do nothing. I'll even tolerate the single mothers, or not the single mothers, the stay-at-home mothers, the ones who the husband goes out and makes the money and they stay at home with the kids. You know what?
Exactly.
You're doing what you got to do to support your family. But the ones who sit on their ass,
yes,
they disgust me, and I will never break bread with them at the same table.
And I'm sure as hell not going to let them tell me what I can and can't say, what I can and can't wear, and whether or not I can fly my flag. You don't have an opinion. You don't have a say in the matter. You've done nothing for this country except drain the finances. Get out of my pocket. Go do something with yourself. Whew. Oh, boy. Maybe the phones are working if you guys want to call in and give it a shot. 415-889-8367. 415-889-8367. I got everybody all riled up. I got myself riled up. How I managed to tie all that together is impressive.
Spanky's riled up right now.
About the fucking flag.
I can see Spanky rabbling in the background. Rabble, 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 rabble.
No, because, I've never qualified for earned income credit or anything, because I've had a job, but I am a single parent. I have been for, the better part of 10 years. But just this last tax year, not this one, but the year before, I qualified for earned income credit.
Spanky, you are retired from the United States Army.
I am now.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to, as far as I'm concerned.
As an active duty soldier member, as a sergeant first class, I qualified for earned income credit because I was overseas in a tax-free area for most of the year. And it blew my fucking mind. I'm not going to lie. I went to 3 different people. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me that you're going to give me more free money? And because at first I did it myself because I always did my own taxes, and the fucking tax software was telling me no, like you qualify for earned income credit. I'm like, this can't be fucking right because
Right.
it's not like I don't make any money. And I did. I finally took all my shit. I went to the tax place on post, and this E4 is telling me no, you qualify for earned income credit. Still didn't believe it. And I went and paid someone to do my taxes because I still didn't believe it. I'm like, they're going to come back to me because there is no way I qualify for this outrageously huge refund that I never get. I mean, I get my money back usually,
Right.
but so yeah, like
You know what this discussion makes me think of? Are you guys familiar with that episode of American Dad where Roger just is swinging around a baby lasso saying, "I'm gonna catch me a man," and going to the welfare office to get the milk duds for the babies that they need and shit like. I just keep thinking of that over and over in my head.
Fucking Roger.
I'm gonna keep
That's funny.
swinging me my baby lasso till I catch me a man.
Oh man, I kind of hate that I even heard that story today on Liquid Lunch. It's been in the back of my mind all day that these students who wore red, white, and blue to a basketball game felt it necessary to apologize to the student body of the school of the other team they were playing because they're there's refugees that refugees playing basketball for fucking what was it whatever the name of the school was. Des Moines North. Whatever.
Just call it Crying Bitch School.
Crying bitch school. Just go play basketball. Shut up. I bet they lost a game too.
They probably did, and they cried about that too.
Boy.
They got a trophy.
Democratic Congresswoman Barbara Lee introduced a, quote, bipartisan bill to block the deployment of ground troops in Syria to combat ISIS. This is House Resolution 1473, kids, to prohibit the deployment of members of the armed forces to Syria for purposes of engaging in ground combat operations and for other purposes. And that is all I know because the actual text of the bill has not yet been received by Congress.gov. But the title of it and its stated purpose, what the fuck? House Resolution, hey, go check it out, bookmark it. House Resolution 1473 is to prohibit the deployment of members of the armed forces to Syria for purposes of engaging in ground combat operations and for other purposes. Great. Now Congresswoman Barbara Lee is getting involved. Basically, this bill says, let's just not go fight ISIS on the ground in Syria because we don't want to go kill bad people. We just want to let them. What the fuck? It's a little late, and I'll be getting involved in that whole operation over there. We're kind of if we're gonna do this, let's fucking do it all the way. Get out of the way, Congress. Let Mad Dog get in here and handle this. We'll see what happens. That's one I'm going to keep my eye on. And then, so Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's up to his shenanigans. Sorry, guys. I apologize. The phone system at this time is all dicked up again. I'll try to get that fixed during the break. Snoop Dogg uses a toy gun to shoot a clown resembling President Donald Trump in a new music video. I'll read that again. Only in America. Snoop Dogg uses a toy gun to shoot a clown resembling President Donald Trump in a new music video. And it's a headline. In the video for the rapper's song, Bad, Bad, Not Good, which is in all capital letters and without spaces, Snoop Dogg raps about police brutality in a world inhabited by clowns. This is the final call, he says, before pointing a gun to the clown dressed as Trump, who is smoking a cigarette. Snoop pulls the trigger and a flag that says bang shoots out from the toy gun. Later in the video, the Trump clown is wrapped in metal chains. The whole world's clowning around, the rapper told Billboard. I feel like it's a lot of people making cool records, having fun, partying, but nobody's dealing with the real issue. This fucking clown is president, he added. And the shit that we're dealing with out here, I wanted to take time out to push pause on a party record and make one of these records for the time being. And what the fuck makes Snoop the authority on anything? That dude is fucking... I mean, now he wants people to take him seriously. After how long? Have you ever seen any sort of interview or interaction with this guy? But now he wants people to take him seriously. He's making a statement about President Trump. Meanwhile, he probably can't point out Washington, D.C. on a map of the United States. I always thought Snoop was kind of a cool, laid-back dude, man, and didn't buy into this whole political one side or the other that a lot of these other entertainers are getting into, but I guess I was wrong. Snoop Lion, who knows what the fuck his name is nowadays.
I really like Snoop Dogg in Soul Plane.
So here we go, another unqualified, a person who's not qualified to speak on the... I don't feel like Snoop Dogg is qualified to make a political statement, but he is. And shooting a clown that looks like President Trump with a toy gun is him making a statement. So I guess he feels like now that Donald Trump's, quiet on the whole political front during the previous 8 years. Didn't hear a peep out of Snoop Dogg about Obama, but now that Donald Trump's president, he's got something to say. Snoop Dogg, you can jump in the car with those refugees from Iowa that are offended by the red, white, and blue, and y'all can all drive somewhere else. Straight to hell. Oh, man, his country's falling apart. And, so this is why I withdraw into this community, the military and veteran community. It's why I always retreat back to here. Because, man, what's going on out there with the, quote, average person is just too much for me. Snoop Dogg and fucking a high school in Iowa. You're anti-American.
To wrap in the beginning of the article, Snoop Dogg was saying how Trump is causing the, racial issues. And I was just kind of I don't think Trump is causing that.
It's President Trump that's causing it, not everybody in the country. Not everybody
who
thinks...
there race issues in the country prior to Trump's election?
You can read discrimination and racism into anything. Look at me. I'm a middle-aged white male with a radio show. Therefore, I must be racist. Definitely, the guy's definitely a Republican. Look at him. He's bald. He's covered in tattoos. He's a veteran. He's probably got PTSD and it's crazy too. Let's take his guns, which is a whole different thing that was talked about earlier today on Liquid Lunch, and I have that article pulled up as well, and I don't know which way to go because I'm so pissed. Oh my God! Hello, Faith. Hi. I'll circle back around to this one because I don't know. These back to back negative fucking articles, man, is a little too much. David, I am middle aged. What? Hey, what's middle aged? Somebody tell me. What middle aged?
I think that applies 40s to 60s maybe.
Okay, all right.
Nowadays.
Well, I'm 40, so am I middle aged?
Have you had the urge to go buy an extremely expensive sports car you'll later regret purchasing?
Yes.
Do you find yourself looking at the computer screen closer than normal?
No.
Then maybe you're not middle-aged yet.
Okay, good. I mean, I'm cool with being middle-aged. I guess maybe I don't want to be that stereotypical middle-aged dude. Hello, Allie. Don't get your fucking feelings hurt. Didn't I just talk about this? The next time... Oh, boy. Here we go, everybody. Here's a feel-good article. The next time you're out in the field training, you might not have to trek back to the dining facility when your stomach starts rumbling. The Army... Who the fuck goes to the DFAC when they're out in the field? I didn't read this article ahead of time. You're the field, man. Eat a MRE or whatever the fucking the field kitchen comes up with.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as a former cook, I mean, our job and I could be wrong, I haven't been a cook in, I don't know, 4 or 5 months at this point. Our job when we go out to the field is to provide food in the field. That's why we go and withdraw all these UGRAs and everything. So,
Not anymore.
oh, okay.
The Army's introducing its food truck program, offering quick, fresh meals to troops in training and field environments. That's right, folks. You don't have to eat the cooked shitty food anymore, or MREs, or T-Rats, or any of that stuff. Yeah, now the gut truck's going to come out to you, and it's an Army gut truck, so you know it's going to be good. Fort Lee's Joint Culinary Center of Excellence rolled out the program for testing at the Virginia Post. This week, the testing phase complete, the food truck program will enter a 6-month pilot program at Fort Stewart. Dubbed the Outpost, the food truck will offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner depending on the needs of the soldiers. Oh, my God.
I love some of the ideas that Fort Lee comes up with when it comes to the Joint Culinary Center of Excellence. I really do, but this right here is just one of those things where I'm like, we can't even afford to pay the soldiers properly, but we can afford to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on food trucks.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Some of the menu items include English muffins, breakfast sandwiches, wraps, burgers, salad bowls, noodle bowls, chips, and fries.
Are they going to accept meal
paninis.
cards?
What the fuck is a panini? I don't know.
So
what
a
that
panini is like when you take a stupid piece of bread or something and you put like shit inside of it and then you kind of just like press it flat in an iron.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds gross.
Yeah, it really is.
They're quick fire meals that can be done in a certain amount of time. Sergeant First Class Carlton Hunter of the 266th, that's a lot of fucking syllables, 266th Quartermaster Battalion said. Why can't I say 266th?
266 Quartermaster Battalion is how it's
soldiers
pronounced.
have 7 to 10 minutes to get their plates and be on their way. Hunter, who was involved with the testing of the truck, said each of the roughly 300 soldiers who used the food truck were asked to provide feedback in a survey. Yeah, asked. See, one of my languages is coming out. The team will take the results and see if they need to tweak the menus or wait times. But they won't do that at the DFAC? What the fuck, man?
So, actually, it's funny because when I was stationed with the 3rd ID on Hunter Army Airfield, not Fort Stewart because I was better than that, we took a lot of chances when it came to the culinary aspect, like spending an upwards of $800 some on Vitamix machines to make fresh smoothies in the morning and making pizza from scratch. I legit spent an hour to 2 hours at a time making fucking pizza dough. And hell, at one point we even we airlifted the containerized kitchens from Hunter Army Airfield to Fort Stewart Division headquarters to perform a culinary arts competition.
Oh wow.
So believe it or not, I mean, I don't particularly agree with the food truck idea, but cooks have always been, doing this thing where they try to outshine each other. I did it. My former battle buddies have done it. And it's mostly just good, clean fun. But then Big Army and Fort Lee get wind of what we're doing, and they start to make it the Army standard when it comes to the kitchen.
Yeah, but then it gets ruined somewhere along the way.
Exactly, because they try to enforce what needs to be done, and we're just like, we're over here, we're trying to, do this ourselves and, have a good time doing it to provide a better feeding experience for the soldiers, and an overall better experience in general. And Big Army and Fort Lee just swoop right in and ruin it, just like the Claws of Death.
Thanks, Big Army. Appreciate that. Thanks for the food truck. It's going to suck after a while because, you guys are going to ruin it. Let's see here. The team will take the results and see if they need to. That'll make it better for when the pilot program starts, Hunter said. 2 of the Army's 3 food trucks will operate in remote areas at Fort Stewart where soldiers don't have easy access to the post dining facilities. Also known as where you would eat a fucking MRE. After the what?
See, that right there kind of annoys me because if anyone has been to Fort Stewart, you kind of know how it's broken down. And yeah, they've shut down. They've shut. I think it was Second Brigade. They shut down and then moved shit around. But each brigade has its own dining facility in the central vicinity of that brigade. So why? Why do you need to provide these food trucks for this? Like, there's no point whatsoever. I mean, if they're going out to the freaking field, guess what? That's why the units have cooks and
Yes.
3 to 4 containerized kitchens.
Absolutely. No disagreement for me there. I think maybe, dude, I don't know. Is this like range day type stuff? If you're out on the range all day and then this truck rolls up and you get, I don't think,
out of the range?
I don't think that this fucking truck is following units around on, 2-week field problems or anything like that. Maybe I could be wrong.
Well, this is the Army we're talking about, so it probably is that.
Jesus. Let's see here. After the pilot program, the Army will decide if food trucks will go service-wide. Captain Nicole Walls, who was in charge of soldier feedback during the Fort Lee testing, said the feedback has been positive. Well, look, of course it has. Look at the alternative. Here's a Pop-Tart. By the way, it's 4 years old. The soldiers want to see the truck at their installation, she said. The most popular food option was the Outpost Burger, which is made to order fresh off the grill. Sounds lovely. Over 96% of soldiers enjoyed that, she said. Troops are used to hitting up the DFAC to get food, but the truck is a more convenient option. They really enjoyed that they're able to get the food quickly and go on about their business, said Captain Walls. And okay, so it's an option. I guess you're paying out of your pocket. I don't know how this works anymore.
Yeah, my whole thing right there is like, being a former cook myself, I know how a dining facility operates, and I just see a whole bunch of money going missing because you need like a team of individuals to order the food. You need a team of individuals to handle the finances, meal card holders, so on and so forth. And this just right here is just going to end up costing the Army money. By the way, kids, give it about a year and check the Army auction websites for vehicles. I'm sure you'll see a whole bunch of slightly used food trucks.
Food trucks. Yes. Anybody's in the food truck business, keep your eyes open. Maybe they'll make it like a tactical food truck. It's got, crew serve weapons on it. So so they can suppress the enemy while, dudes get their burgers and paninis. I don't fucking know. Whatever, Army. Thanks for the food truck.
Martha, I understand your complaint about the DFAC lines being ridiculously long. I get that. And for all the meal card holders out there listening to this, for the love of God, don't yell at the cooks for that. The cooks have no say in how you have to pay for your food. We don't take the money, whatever the hell it's called, the meal deductions out of your account. We're not the ones who want you to put the freaking CAC card into the outdated computers from, I don't know, let's say 2000 at this point. Okay, we have no say in it whatsoever. The lines are long at the DFAC. We know that. Well, I used to know that. I don't really care at this point about it anymore, but as a former cook who would sit here and listen to these complaints, don't take it out on the cooks. It has nothing to do with them. Take it out. If you really want to see a change when it comes to the processing of eating in the dining facility, write a comment card. Put it in the comment card box, and it'll find its way up to Fort Lee, and maybe one day Fort Lee will make a change and realize, oh, wait, this is inconvenient for the soldiers. This soldier who really should only take 10 minutes to get through the freaking check-in line to go get their food, it's really taking them their entire hour-and-a-half lunch break. Maybe we should update the system.
Listen, I don't know a whole lot about the food service thing in the Army, but what I do know is that a lot of these cooks can actually cook and would like to make better food, but their hands are kind of tied. I do know that. I've had good Army chow. It wasn't at my unit's DFAC, but I had good Army food before.
When I was a cook and I would go out to the field, this is how dedicated I was. I would go and buy an upwards of $200 worth of chocolate and bring it out to the field with me. And I would melt it down and made homemade hot chocolate on cold days for the troops. And I knew a lot of cooks that would go and buy seasonings and out of their own pocket to improve the quality of taste in the food when it came to the field.
Right.
So the cooks, they want to do everything possible, to give you the best experience. But like you said, it's at the end of the day, it's Big Army saying you can't do that.
Hey, Chad over in the live chat at WTFNationRadio.com. You don't get to tell me when I can and cannot die. All right, bro? I'll die when I get ready. I don't have permission to die. Chad, shut up, Meg. He hasn't been around in forever.
Shut up, Meg.
Sees my fucking ancient post on Facebook about my cancer diagnosis and is just now checking up on me. He's like, you don't have permission to die yet. We haven't even had a beer together yet. Hey, shut up, Meg. Come in here and lecture me about when I can't die. You come around more often, you know what's going on. Dick. I think when I was in when I was stationed at Fort Hood, I ate my unit's DFAC twice. And it was breakfast both times because I was starving. Didn't have any other option. But out in the field, it was almost strictly MREs for me. And the rest of the time, well, I lived off post, so there was that. I was getting fucking whatever it's called now. It was separate rations back then, or BAS, or whatever they keep changing it to. Hello, Sarah. There's your shout out. Shout out to Sarah. Hey, Sarah. How's it going? All right, coming up in about 10 minutes, we're going to take a break. And then after that, we're going to have Mike the Cop and Officer Daniels on here. Everybody keeps poking their head in going, hey, where's Officer Daniels? Where's Mike the Cop? They're coming up the second hour of tonight's show. And in the third hour, we'll just, we could keep it going with them. We may circle back around to some of these topics we've been talking about. I don't know. But you guys need to tune in here every night. Probably WTFNationRadio.com is your best bet to catch up on all of our shows. We got something going on here 7 nights a week. And don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, lunchtime, that's Liquid Lunch with Pie. Coming up tomorrow night is Minx and Jay Ready, the Tuesday show. That's always a lot of fun. They those two, they're each very they're unique. Just put it that way, especially Jay Ready. That dude's there's a lot of stuff rattling around up there in that head of his. So check all the shows out here. Now the ones the nighttime shows all start at 8:00 p.m. Eastern, and then Liquid Lunch that starts at noon Eastern and runs to 1400. So always something going on here. The podcasts are available on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn. What the fuck's the other one? Google Play Music. I don't know. So much to do. And somebody's watching on YouTube. There's like one viewer on YouTube right now. Yeah, we got a YouTube channel too. Am I being obtuse? Oh, the angle of death. Okay, gotcha. I missed part of that. I've already talked briefly at the beginning of the show about the guests I got coming up. Or not me specifically, but WTF Nation Radio. Thursday is going to be Christian Brunetti and Mike Unruh, who are working on a film project. Next Monday, comedian PJ Walsh is going to join me. And then next Friday, March 24th, 6-time UFC champ and Hall of Famer Randy Couture is going to be on my show. And then Monday the 27th, retired Marine Corps Sergeant John Peck is going to be on the show. And he's a quadruple amputee. He sustained multiple injuries in Iraq and Afghanistan. And this dude just underwent a double arm transplant. I got to hear about this, man. You're putting arms on people now? Like fucking actual human arms? Wow. It's crazy. Technology.
We beat the Russians.
Put some legs on this dude, he'd be back in business. I don't know, man. This medical stuff is insane. My recent medical procedure is just, pales in comparison. It's just routine crap where they're taking the cancer out. Now they're putting arms on people. Amazing.
America.
There's something else I was supposed to talk to you guys about, you guys, the listening audience, and I forgot. I mean, we went from pissed off students to, Snoop Dogg, and then this idiot congresswoman to food trucks. And I kind of got lost along the way. I don't know.
It's the Alzheimer's.
Is that what it is? Well, it's early onset Alzheimer's. I'm 40.
It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, I'm 25 and I forgot what I had for breakfast. So,
got a severe case of CRS. Can't remember shit. So everybody check us out on YouTube, on Periscope, on fucking what's the thing with the bird? Twitter. Where else are we? Facebook and everywhere. Just go.
The kids call it Tweeter now.
It's the twatter. Go just go search for WTF Nation Radio in the Google, and we're all over the place. And I'm going to take this break, that way I can get our guests in here in a timely fashion. Coming up after the break, Mike the Cop, Officer Daniel is going to be here. I'm looking forward to this. It's always a good time to have these guys on here. I've had some of their counterparts on here in the past. Angry Cops. That guy's a lot of fun, and it's refreshing to hear from these dudes, because a lot of people view police officers as just these law enforcement machines that have no personality and are not human, and nothing could be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, the message, there's a common thread that runs amongst all these guys, and it's their mission at humanizing the badge and showing everybody that that's just a person. It's a person doing a job. Hook 'em and Book 'em were fun. They Hook 'em does hip hop. He's a hip hop artist as well. That's good stuff, man. And Officer Baker, they had several of these dudes on. So they got a big thing coming up in Detroit in a few days. Looking forward to that too. Anyway, I'm going to take this break, and we'll be back with Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop in just a few minutes right here on WTF Nation Radio. Don't go anywhere. Come on, stupid. I need a new...
And you're listening to WTF Nation Radio. So listen the fuck in.
You're listening to Redleg on the voice of U.S. Army WTF Moments.
All right, everybody, we're back, and I do have tonight's guests somewhere. There's a button I'm supposed to push to make them. Hey, there they are, Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop. Hey,
what's up?
Thanks for joining us here tonight. It's kind of hectic over here, getting ready to get back on the air. We had to lay out some ground rules. They said there's things I can't do, like certain innuendo. I can't. Was that it? I can't say certain things.
I love innuendos.
Thanks
for
for
a lot of people in the background talking, ruining our live video already.
I can hear them. Let's be quiet and listen to them. Thanks for joining us here tonight, fellas. I know I've seen you guys all over Facebook. You're famous, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
I don't know about that.
No, you are. Everybody really appreciates what you're doing, myself included. As a former law enforcement officer myself, I think what you're doing is important, and you've gained enough traction that that you're recognizable and people are listening to your message. Humanizing the badge, and I guess basically is an attempt to tell people, hey, this is a person wearing this badge. I'm not a machine.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. If you had one thing to tell everybody nationwide about police officers in general, what would that be? Yeah.
It would be that most of them are exactly like us. They're just not on social media.
Absolutely. Yep.
That makes sense.
So a lot of the comments we'll hear is, we need more cops like you where I'm from, or something to that effect. Some version of that comment when we put like a funny video up, or say something that's on our mind, or express our opinion. People will say that a lot in some form, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, they're there. You might not have met them. You might not have seen them. You might not have heard them say funny things, but they have the same general outlook on life and the same ideas. So Just some people aren't afforded the same opportunities that we've had to be on social media like this. So.
Right. So, I mean, why is it that certain people feel like police officers are so unapproachable when it's clearly obvious that they are, and based on what you just said, I know when I was a cop, it was always some people just, you get that sideways glance and then they just keep it moving. And I'm like, what is it? Is it my, my stupid face or I don't understand.
It might have been in your case. I don't know.
Oh yeah, in my case, absolutely. April likes your shirt, your pig shirt, embracing the stereotype.
We wore each other's shirts tonight just for this occasion.
Like the top TV right here.
Officer Daniels, where do you get your shirts now?
That one's on Teespring.
Teespring, Officer Daniels.
Oh,
the other ones are on what was it? I guess I can cuss. I don't want to cuss though.
AAF Nation.
AAF Nation.
AAF Nation. You guys got, like I said earlier, you're a big deal. You got the clothing thing going on. The videos are hilarious. I watch the videos on a regular basis. In fact, when I go into the next break, I'm gonna play for those who may not have seen one of your more recent videos. I'm gonna play it for them. Grandma had a bunch of coke.
Grandma. No, that wasn't cocaine.
Baking soda.
That was baking soda. Yeah. Baking powder for the bake-off. But here we go. Officer Daniels, what's your first name? It's Officer. You just typed it, Don.
Hello.
Officer Daniels. Jeez. What's your phone number? 911.
Where do you work?
The police department.
At the police department.
Jeez. When did you, Mike, get involved in these videos?
I saw, actually, there's a guy standing in my kitchen who I credit as showing me Officer Daniels' video. He did one on Vine where there's a guy behind like a dumpster, and he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm not smoking crack." And I said, "Don't lie to me." He's like, "Yeah, I am smoking crack." And he said, "That was easy." And it was just like a 6-second thing. And I watched it. I don't know. I would love to know the actual number of times I've watched that video because it's in the thousands probably. And so I watched that. And later on I was doing some work with Humanizing the Badge. And we were talking about how to continue to expand our reach. And I said, well, maybe I could try some of these videos. And so I just started doing some of these video shorts, and before I knew it, then he was saying hello to me and giving me a chance to have a little bit of a broader audience, and that's it. Here we are.
So there's no competition. There's no somebody trying to be the dominant Facebook, YouTube,
I don't
Vine
need to.
personality.
I'm confident in that, so I don't have to worry about it.
It seems like that the Humanizing the Badge project, everybody's rooting for each other, and that's refreshing because it seems to be the internet, Facebook, and everything seems to be a big popularity contest. But I don't get that with you guys. I've had Officer Baker on here. I've had the dude from Angry Cops. I probably I know his name, but I'm not going to say it. For those who don't know it.
Well, everybody knows him.
Okay. Yeah. I've had Hook'em and Book'em on here, and you guys all love each other, and that's refreshing. It really is. And to see the things that you're doing for the community. I mean, what's the big thing in Detroit that you guys are going to?
We are doing this Project Human. We kind of labeled a Project Human in St. Louis, which he was there. I wasn't even there for that one. And we're trying to do a similar thing in Detroit here. We're highlighting community policing efforts going on in the community,
as opposed to all the negative stuff that has been in the press over the past. I'm gonna say decade, man. It just can't. Cops have kind of gotten a bad rap, and there are times when I miss law enforcement, but by and large I don't, because the police have been so demonized lately. And I mean, you guys are, I feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. You're fighting a good fight, but it's going to be rough, man. I mean, a lot of people here love you, but there's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's true of anybody, I guess. the more we view ourselves as just in the same situation as every other person in the universe. I don't know. I think a lot of it's just perception, and hopefully we can have a little say at that in the social media world.
Absolutely. Now, Officer Daniels, you kind of seem to be the godfather of this whole internet.
The OG.
Cops. Yeah. Yeah. How long have you been at it?
Like December 2013, I believe. If I remember
Wow.
right. Yeah. That's when I posted my first Vine.
It's like you're like 77 years old in internet years.
77 years old in internet years. It's how hard has it been for you to kind of keep up the momentum and keep coming up with original content and maintain, a job?
It's very hard. You have to kind of. I think Mike and I probably talk 12 times a day through text. And we're constantly bouncing ideas off of each other. Ever since Snapchat came out with a group chat, we have 16 cops in a group, and it's just nonstop hilarity. And so some of our ideas have been coming from those snaps now because we're running thin on ideas. And so yes, 4 years now of making videos. I'm certainly. Without naming any names, we got called out because we're apparently stealing content now.
Oh my God! I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but I haven't seen any animosity. I'm not saying it's not there. Somebody's being a bad sport.
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen.
Can't please everybody.
Well, you shouldn't expect to. But
Can't fix stupid, but you can mock it all the time, which is fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the agencies that you guys work for are within reason are okay with this.
Still here.
Yeah.
Still posting.
It's good that a chief administrator of a law enforcement agency would see this for what it is and not try to read anything into it. And that the humanizing the badge is the common theme. And so if you're listening, Chief, or whatever your title is, we appreciate you allowing these guys to do their thing here and spread the message.
I think that's probably my favorite thing about what we've kind of started is the department approach to social media has kind of relaxed a little bit, and the Running Man challenge and everything like that. That's kind of what makes me the most happy is to see those videos from, a department standpoint, trying to, the badge has been tarnished from social media, and you can certainly battle that by using social media. So I think that's my favorite part. I think they realize social media is not so scary.
So you're kind of using these, you're kind of turning the tables because I rant fairly regularly about the misuse of social media in order to incite people against police officers. I watched that whole thing in Dallas unfold live. It's stuff like that I think can go either way. It can turn people even further against the police who just, at the end of the day, you just have a job to do, or it can kind of put the ball in your court. You can capitalize on that and use it to your advantage. You guys are, I guess, for lack of a better description, fighting back against all the negative stereotypes on social media. You're using this platform that people spewed their hate from against them. I think it's great, and man, I wish I could do more for you. Besides, put you two sexy beasts on camera on my radio show.
Hey, one step at a time.
It's certainly a good feeling when you get a message or a comment from somebody who changes their perception that they once had on law enforcement because of something you posted. So it's pretty awesome.
Do you are you guys recognized out in public?
Very rarely. I was telling Mike, was it yesterday when I got my hair cut?
Yeah.
This guy's probably watching, so don't feel like I'm making fun of you, man. But I went to go get my hair cut yesterday, and this happens all the time. I can tell somebody probably knows who I am, and after they leave or I leave wherever I'm at, they will send me a message or a Snapchat and say, "Hey, I think I saw you at Sports Clips," and that's exactly what happened yesterday. And so instead of saying hi and introducing themselves to me and say, "I watch your videos," they wait to say, "I think I saw you somewhere." And so I was asking Mike, am I intimidating? Am I not approachable? I don't understand, but it happens all the time.
So it's I think maybe it's a twofold thing. Number one, you're a police officer. Number two, you're famous, so people are intimidated by that. I think that's what it is. I mean, I'd totally come up to you and say, "Hey, can I have your autograph?" And let's go grab it. Well, I don't drink anymore.
I'd ask you to put cuffs on me, but that's besides the point.
What do you say?
Oh yeah,
Cuffs on me.
yeah. Well, that's Ender. I mean, he's into that. He's into handcuffs and whips and chains and bondage and stuff.
I think the
What
other
show is this?
I wouldn't go that far, but we'll discuss that at a later time.
Oh, we'll talk about that off the air, right?
I think the other thing is the uniform.
listening.
There's. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
I said my husband Rick might be listening.
Oh, you don't want to spill the beans with Rick listening. Okay, all right. We'll just act like we didn't talk about that. He's going to break out the handcuffs.
There's a lot of paths we could go down right now. I don't know what.
Yeah.
But I think the uniform. I imagine you dealt with this when you were active, but there's people you dealt with at work who don't recognize you if you ran into them in the grocery store in plain clothes. The uniform just changes everything for whatever reason.
You're right, it does.
I think maybe that's the other thing. I think I actually get recognized by my Snapchat followers more than anything because they see me in plain clothes all the time. Whereas people who do watch my videos only see me in uniform.
So Snapchat's kind of more the exclusive, behind-the-scenes, intimate setting.
Yes, we actually probably posted the most epic Snapchat 5 minutes prior to this live feed.
Where somebody took a shot right to the baby maker.
Oh my God! I missed it. Jeez, I gotta get with the times. I haven't used my Snapchat in about 2 years.
That's changed a lot, man.
I gotta get back in there.
I posted it on my Instagram if you want to see it. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, okay. I'll go check it out. So you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Snapchat. Where are you not? Now you're on WTF Nation Radio.
Tinder.
You're on Tinder. Okay. You guys need to get you need to get on there.
Which way do you swipe if you want to meet us? I don't know what that. I don't know what it is.
I think
It's if you like them,
left.
swipe right. If you don't like them, you swipe left.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was wrong.
I have no idea.
Are your videos? Well, I know they are. How many of them are based on actual work related? I mean, how many times have you had an interaction with somebody and said, "This would make a great video," and then you go put one together?
My most iconic one is Neilio on the Groundo, and it's probably because everybody can relate to it because it's certainly difficult to communicate with somebody who doesn't speak English, and if you only speak English and you're trying to get them to understand something, it's very frustrating. Obviously comical after the fact, but infuriating while it's happening. So we actually there's a guy that I worked with who whoa you have people.
Someone's listening live at our table.
Thank you.
There's a guy that I worked with who looked Spanish but was actually Italian, and so we used to always give him crap for coming to translate for us, even though he couldn't speak Spanish at all. And so that's kind of where that came from, is how he would handle somebody who only spoke Spanish, and like he'd say "Neilio on the Groundo," and it turned into a video.
Boom.
Do you feel like that maybe if you weren't doing these videos that you would somehow still be involved in the mission to humanize the badge?
Yeah,
I would say so.
That's what I mean. For me, I was doing blogging, so I was writing more and not doing videos with Humanizing the Badge before I ever made any videos. So I think that I definitely would. But I'm glad that the video thing happened, because I think so many more people these days connect with videos, short or long, whatever they are. That's just the medium through which people are engaging. So I'm glad that I was able to make that transition, but I think I would be.
I think at some point every police officer stops and says, there's got to be something I can do besides just come in and put in my, insert number of hours here into my shift and just go home. And I think the ones that realize that there's a problem and take steps towards it are probably much better cops as it pertains to actually talking to people, as opposed to the dudes that are just writing tickets and taking reports. So you the two of you, along with your other cohorts in the Humanizing the Badge project, are making a difference and making an impact, just based solely on the number of people that have come in here in our Facebook Live chat and said things like, "Officer Daniels, what's your friend drinking?" Like, who's your friend?
Wait a second. Doggone it. Jack and Coke, if you're curious.
What is our numbers right now? What's our view count?
Well, on the Facebook Live, it was up over 600. I'm currently at about 400. I don't know how many are on YouTube, and I don't know how many are in our various other outlets. But, we got a few hundred. I'm digging it. Hi, everybody. And then Andrew just kind of crashes in and said, "Where are these two cops at?" Well, they're right there, Andrew.
A kitchen?
In a kitchen at the
They're
moment.
hanging out in the kitchen.
We're never off duty.
Am I straying into territory? Am I going to get in trouble by asking how long of you each of you have been police officers respectively?
No, it'll be coming up on 8 years since I entered the academy here in July.
It feels like a lifetime too, doesn't it?
Look at him.
Yeah, look at me. Look at me. I had hair when I started. It was glorious locks of
He's only 28.
hair.
That's what happened to my 28 going on 50.
You've seen that meme where the guy's like, being a police officer is not stressful. Look at me. I'm 38 and he's like 90 years old.
Yeah. It's a tough job, man. And, I don't think I need to tell everybody that, we cater to, when I say we, WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army WTF Moments, we cater primarily to active duty military personnel and veterans. That's our audience. And so we're extremely aware of the problems with PTSD and veteran suicide and things like that. How much of an attempt at awareness is there for these same types of issues in the law enforcement community? Because I know that police officer suicides are disproportionately higher than the rest of the population. And I know that for a fact because I myself struggled with some emotional issues there at the tail end of my law enforcement career.
It's huge. And that's actually a huge part of what Humanizing the Badge does on our day in to day out stuff, with people reaching out on our Facebook page and our website when they're dealing with those types of thoughts or struggling with something they've seen or engaged in at work. And we've got a team of people behind other people with a lot of letters after their name that step in and help in those situations. But it's huge. I've heard just this week of 2 officers committing suicide. One in Milwaukee actually was a murder-suicide situation. It was terrible. It's huge. There's more officers take their own life every year than are killed in the line of duty. Right. So it's a huge problem, and one that we need to not shy away from, for sure.
Absolutely not.
I want to throw something out there because I wish I would have been prepared to talk about this, but it was a few years ago. I was at a verbal judo class, and our instructor actually threw out a number that baffled me, and I've been meaning to, work on this and bring awareness to this. But the suicide rate for children who have parents that are police officers is in the 500s per year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Can you believe that?
I can believe that because, again, I speak from experience. You can't always leave everything at work. It impacts your family in negative ways, just like it impacts you in negative ways, and especially if you are working midnight shift. Well, you're coming home and getting ready for bed as your family's getting up and getting ready for the day. So there's a lack of communication. There's the instances where the spouse there's no connection as it pertains to what you do at work. You can unknowingly create a toxic environment at home because of everything that you're forced to deal with on the job. And the best way that I've found to put it to people who don't understand is I spend 40 hours a week dealing with this entire city's problems, and then I have to come home and deal with my problems. And it's too much. It can be too much.
Yeah, it's I was just talking, I've mentioned the guy in our kitchen a couple times. His name's Nate.
What up, Nate?
He's actually in a lot of my videos. He was actually in some of those first videos that I mentioned. He was in them, and we were just talking the other day. We went to the academy together, so both of us would have started in July of 2009. So, like, we were just talking about how much, compared to a normal human being, and this has got to be true, obviously, of like combat veterans as well, but the things that we see over the course of 8 years is more than the average person would see of negativity and disaster and tragedy over the course of 3 or 4 lifetimes. It's unbelievable. And so not having a way to deal with that, not having an outlet for that is very dangerous, I think. So, yeah, it's a huge thing.
It is. And, there's the whole deal with, and we're coming up on a break here, guys, but there's a whole deal with the stigma attached to reaching out for help. So I know there's a bunch of cops watching and listening. Some of the cops that are watching and listening right now may be dealing with some things in their head based on what they've experienced throughout their law enforcement career. So what would you, Mike the cop and Officer Daniels, suggest to these guys and gals?
I mean, if someone's struggling in the immediate moment, there is a national suicide prevention hotline that I would just always tell people to just, if you put national suicide prevention in Google and find the number, call that. If it's just stuff you're struggling with and it's not like some type of immediate emergency need, then you can always go to Humanizing the Badge Facebook page and send a message there. And it's not 24 hours, but it's really close to 24 hours that it's monitored, and somebody will get back to you as soon as absolutely possible. Those messages take priority over everything else.
So there's a resource out there, ladies and gentlemen. Utilize it. You don't have to suffer through this stuff. There's people there that want to help you.
Yep, and I know a lot of departments are implementing peer support, so definitely utilize that if your department has brought that into the scope of your department.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a break, everybody. For those of you who are watching on Facebook right now, due to time constraints, I'm going to have to restart the video feed. We're not going anywhere. It's just going to start all over again. So restart it when it restarts. But before I stop it, here's a video that you guys recently did. Old Grandma's up to no good. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes right here on WTF Nation Radio.
We are coming to you live with breaking news of a high-speed car chase. There you can see the car looks like it has now entered a residential neighborhood. Officers are currently in pursuit. We do have word that the criminal behind all of this may be highly dangerous. Police are encouraging locals to stay inside. Oh, wait, it seems like the chase is now coming to an end. Officers are approaching the vehicle. This could become a dangerous situation.
Roll that window down.
Hello, officer.
Oh, it's just a sweet old lady. Daniels, it's a sweet old lady. Put the gun away.
Ma'am, you sure gave us a scare back there.
I'm so sorry.
It happens. Hey, that's not cocaine, is it?
No, that's baking soda from my bake-off.
Of course it is. It's not cocaine, it's just baking soda for the bake-off. Of course.
Do you like cookies?
I love cookies.
Well, when I bake some, I'll say that you get a nice plateful.
You are the greatest person I have met all day.
Thank you.
You drive safe and have a good day now, okay?
And you have a good day, buddy. Officer.
Man, I feel real bad for pulling that lady over.
What a sweet old lady.
I thought we had a good criminal on our hands.
She actually reminds me of my grandma.
You shut your mouth.
I'm a gangsta, ain't 2 or 5. A charge on the pussy, baby girl, you wanna ride with a gangsta, hey, yeah, that's me. Tin it out, right, dirty coming down, yo.
Hey, this is Eric Stolhansky, otherwise known as Rabbit from Super Troopers, and you're listening to WTF Nation Radio.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Hi everybody. We're back. People are asking about calling in, and I don't know what's going on with the phones other than they suck. I got voicemails. You guys want to hear some voicemails? That's the best I can do. Voicemails from people calling in for tonight's guests, Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop. Here we go. Oh, it even shows where they're calling from. I'm not going to put you guys on blast like that, but.
Hey, this is for Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop. I just want to say y'all are doing a great job at what you're doing, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I don't. Yeah, you can hang up the phone when you leave your voicemails afterwards, and then always works good. Oh, so just a fan.
Just a fan. Thank you.
She didn't leave her name, but if you're still watching, thank you.
Yeah, not just a fan, but the fan, possibly.
I'm your biggest fan, Paul. Anybody? Nobody?
I don't guess I get the reference.
What's the movie with what's her name where she does the hobbling and breaks his legs?
Oh, Misery.
Yeah, Misery.
Yeah,
That's
the Stephen King novel.
From.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'm your biggest fan, Paul.
Yeah, here's another one. Another voicemail.
I ruined my own reference.
Hey, Officer Daniels. I'm a police officer down here in southeastern Ohio, part of the K-9 unit in the town I work for. I was just curious if you ever experience backlash from the people that you can't ever make happy, that maybe recognize you and treat you worse, as opposed to how many people see you and as the celebrity that you are on the line of duty. Is there anyone who just treats you like crap, and it makes your job twice as hard as it would have been without the popularity that you have? Thanks.
It's a good question.
Did he say his name?
He did not.
No? Okay. I have never, since I started this, dealt with somebody who's hated my videos. People are certainly tough and want to run their mouths in the comments on social media, but when it comes face to face, I've never met somebody who wanted to run their mouth to me in person. So I haven't had to deal with it. Have you?
No, I gave a person a ticket who recognized me. So they only told me after I already printed it. So I gave it to him.
Yeah, thanks for being a fan. Here's your ticket.
Aren't you that guy from Vine? I'm like, here you go. Sorry, 5 over though. It's a break.
I'll tell you what I can do with the phones. Whoever this is that keeps trying to call in, I'm going to call you. I could do that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Plot twist.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what's going on with my incoming phone calls, but I can call you. Mystery person from the internet.
I guess if you're watching and you're calling, maybe you'll get a call back, or just leave a voicemail.
You'll get a call back from hi, this is Redleg from WTF Nation Radio. I can't help but notice you've been trying to call in all night, and so we're calling you. You're on the air with Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop.
Huh. Oh, you're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. You're on the air.
No, it's dead serious, bro.
And go.
Shoot, hey, Mike and Officer Daniels. How you guys doing?
What's up,
man?
You all right there, bro? You stroking out?
I can't hear anything. Yeah, I can't hear nothing right now.
You can't hear
Sorry,
them?
my phone's doing. No, I can't hear them.
That's unfortunate. Because they can totally hear you.
There's a bit there.
We can definitely hear them.
I'll just watch the show after. I've been watching your guys' vines and snaps forever. I think I don't know if Mike remembers it, but I messaged him a few weeks back, and just you guys are a huge inspiration to up and coming cops. Like, I'm in Canada looking
I can tell from
to
the
be
accent.
an RCMP officer, and you're unbelievable. It offers so much inspiration to me as someone who wants to become a law enforcement person. It's I don't know. I appreciate very much what you guys are doing for anybody in the future. That's basically all I wanted to say.
Awesome. Tell him thank you so much.
Very cool.
Did you hear him, dude?
Huh.
Yeah, you heard him that time, right?
I'm trying to listen through the live stream and my phone at the same time because I'm not getting you guys through my phone, but I have my computer.
Oh my God, dude.
Tell him we're sorry, eh?
Eh?
Yeah, he heard that.
That RCMP hat's not coming either, you guys. Jesus.
Take off, eh? I don't know.
hat. It's not coming
right.
through.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Look, everybody's putting their phone numbers in the Facebook live chat now for me to call them.
Oh no!
Here we go.
It's happening.
Random. Here's another one.
I guess you could just call random people.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
know
call
if they
people
can
up.
hear
and
us
say,
though.
"Hey, hi." Oh, that dude could hear you. I don't know who he thought he was hearing. If you've got your radio up in the background, then it's a little confusing. What a way to do business. Don't call us, we'll call you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Please leave your message for...
Oh, no, we don't want to leave a message.
Denied.
Wow. You're going to leave your number and not answer?
Yeah.
Lame.
Come on, man.
I don't answer random numbers either, so
Right.
I feel you guess. I do.
Me neither.
Yeah, I wouldn't answer.
That's usually I'm just trying to get money that I don't have, and I'm just not about that life. So,
Well, I mean, when you put your number in a chat area, you're going to get random calls.
Right. Hi. This is
never do.
Hi, this is Redleg from customer support. Can you hear me okay? Have you guys gotten that one yet? And you say yes, and the next thing you know, you just bought 2 round trip tickets to, Europe somewhere.
You want a cruise to the Bahamas.
It's fucking everybody's out. Wait a minute. This is not a good number. Next. All right, here we go. We could we could do a whole 3-hour show out of this, just calling people.
Yeah,
Hi, this is
definitely
Redleg from
could.
WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air with Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop. Oh my God, fangirl.
Hi, Daniels. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
I follow you guys. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
What's up?
I listen to you guys all the time on your video chats, your Snapchats. You guys are awesome. I just want to thank you guys for all you do. I know it's really hard in times right now, but I just want you guys to know we do have your back.
Thank you
And
so
what you guys
much.
do.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
You're welcome.
Good call. She hung up. Short, sweet, and to the point.
I
I
like
almost
it.
teared up slightly.
Oh my God.
What do you
This
think?
is the best thing ever.
He said he teared up.
I teared up. I'm going to pour one out for my homies now.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to do another one.
Hello.
Hi, this is WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air with Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop.
You just called me.
Oh my goodness.
It's us again. Hey, how's it going again? You still doing all right? Jesus. I'm
doing
terrible.
okay.
I'm terrible at this.
Hey, you answer on the first ring next time. You understand me?
You know, that's not how you treat celebrities.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm going to bed.
All right, I'll try a different one.
Uh-oh, she left?
Maybe. Yeah, she took off again.
Now she's
What?
angry.
Sorry.
We lost a fan. Sorry.
We were joking.
They still love you.
I hope so.
Oh boy, so many numbers. Everybody's putting their phone numbers in the Facebook Live. Hey, listeners, don't be weird, right? Don't be taking these numbers down and sexting each other.
That's what Nate's doing across the table here.
Call this household. We can't come to the phone right
Oh,
now.
man.
Leave us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Bye.
Nate's over here pulling up
At the
accounts. seeing if
tone,
they
please
look good.
record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
We're going to leave a message. I'm going to leave this dude a message. Hey, how's it going? This is Redleg from WTF Nation Radio. We got your number. We tried to call you. You didn't answer. So Officer Daniels and Mike the Cop you guys aren't going to be able to talk now.
Yeah, I'm upset, man.
We'll try again some other
Sad.
time. Have a good night. Oh, my God. This is not going the way I wanted it to. I mean, at least you guys are getting to talk to some people, but...
You can field Facebook comments, too. I'm sure there's people asking questions in the Facebook comments. I don't know.
I'm doing the best I can over here. I really got to figure out this phone system. What the fuck, man? Pardon my French. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, it's your show, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. What's happening here? This is not a good number either. I know. Wait a second. No. I just called this person. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know. Click on that. Doesn't. Oh, we're back. One of these days, guys, I'm going to figure out how to be a radio host. All right, let's try this one. It's going to be from an unknown number, everybody.
To an automatic voice message.
Oh, my God. Have you gotten in trouble with your department and then that's all I could see for the videos, I'm assuming is what the question was from the Facebook Live chat.
Nope.
Never have I had. I was a little nervous one time when the director of public safety stopped me in the hallway and said, "Hey, I saw a video you did the other day."
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Jesus. Sorry.
Oh, are we still here?
Yeah. I'm drunk now.
And I was a little nervous, but he said his kids had seen it and was laughing, and he laughed too. So I lucked out, I guess.
All right, Tyler, we'll try to call you. Amanda, I don't have your number.
I'm gonna make you mine.
This is a hell of a way to do business, right?
I didn't hear what that one said. Did you?
So embarrassing. Come on, telephones. All right, so what happens here? Why is this not working? Hey, anybody want a job as a radio host? Maybe you could do better than me.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Do 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 do.
That's great.
I just thought of the Family Guy. It's a radio show. All the crazy sound effects.
WKYZYZZZ. That's Nate.
What was the name of the show? Wasn't it like Weenie in the Butt or some shit on Family Guy?
Yeah.
Weenie in the Butt. You're listening to Weenie and the Butt.
Oh no, you didn't, girlfriend.
Oh boy.
All right, let's try this one. Random phone number. Hello, random person from the internet. That's how I'm just going to start doing these.
Hello?
Hi, hello, random person from the internet. This is WTF Nation
Oh, my
Radio.
God.
Oh, man.
You're on the air.
Weird.
Oh, my God. I just kept multiply pasting my phone number over and over and over.
Yeah, we got you. You're on the air,
What's
man.
up?
Go ahead.
I just want to say, hey. Like, I didn't want to
Sweet. Fucking hey, man. This is a good way of doing things. When I get it to work, it's beautiful.
Ask
you
a
guys
question
are
or make a
amazing.
statement.
Like,
What do you want?
You respond to my Snapchats some of the time. Mike the Cop more, actually. He responds more. But
yeah, it's because
every
he
now and
has
then
like 17 times the followers that I do.
17, like 100.
Yeah, at least
that'll
100.
That is awesome. I cannot believe you did that. I made some training in Kansas City, and I was like, oh, I'll see if they'll respond to me, which they won't. But, yeah, there you go.
Luck of the draw, man.
There you go.
Now you're on the phone with us.
I'm in type 2 training for the Intox DMT. Don't ever go to that.
The what?
Okay,
EMT?
the breathalyzer.
Oh.
DMT.
Oh, that's really boring, bro.
Yeah, it is. I thought, oh, that's cool, but I messed up, and here I am. It's so bizarre. I cannot believe it. Is this like live on Facebook? You guys talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live, bro.
Jeez.
Well, you actually got somebody that answered because everybody doesn't take block calls, so this call's been forwarded. Oh my God.
Was part of this breathalyzer class like half the class gets drunk and the other half, runs them through the.
Part of it was when you get out of class, go hang out in the town you've never been.
Is that where you just came from?
Well, at like 5, so it's 9 now.
Oh my God, dude. Well, hey, thanks for answering your phone, random person from the internet.
Drunk, I'm not God. So thank you guys for calling me.
Stay safe, bro.
All right, man. Be cool.
All right, later.
The dude couldn't get over himself, man. That was just, you know what I mean?
I don't know why that was so funny, but it made me laugh.
That was good.
That was great.
That's crazy. All right, here's another one. I've been seeing this chick's going crazy trying to get me to call.
I used want me to drink out of the bottle.
Straight to voicemail. Hello, hi.
Hello, hi.
Hi, this is WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air.
I made it through finally.
Woo! Woo!
Okay. I already know Mike the Cop's favorite drink, which is a Foggy Bottom. So what is Officer Daniel's favorite drink?
Yes! Oh, no.
Hey, Mike.
This is great.
How are you?
Do you remember a foggy bottom?
A foggy bottom. That's right.
I
Exactly.
barely remember it.
I rarely drink. Right now I'm drinking Moscato. This is really embarrassing.
God.
He's a refined gentleman.
I am.
You should probably have a Foggy Bottom with Mike the Cop then.
Yes, you should.
I don't even know what that. I don't watch your Snapchat, so I don't know.
He had
It's
been
not about
told you,
Snapchat.
I served it to him. He didn't tell you what a Foggy Bottom is yet?
It started at Police Week last year. It's Jameson and Bailey's.
Oh.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what everybody says at first until they have one.
Well, I mean, Jameson's pretty good, but Bailey's it's a little.
That's what goes on a car
if you
bomb.
haven't had it, don't knock it.
All
You'll
right.
like it. It's like chocolate milk.
They are good.
I'm on the wagon,
Yeah.
so.
But I have another question. What is your least favorite and most favorite parts of training? Because somebody did ask that on the newsfeed.
Like police training?
Going to training
Yeah.
and going to training.
Your favorite and least favorite part. Oh, come on, Officer Daniels. You can be more specific than that.
Training. Depends on the training. Some training's awesome and some training sucks. Oh. Do you have an answer?
Well, usually it's hit or miss with training. A lot of training, I would say 3 out of 4 trainings for police entirely suck. They're very boring, and the instructor doesn't want to be there as much as the cops don't want to be there. But every once in a while, you get a training that's actually engaging and beneficial for what you do. So it's a sort of a coin toss.
Okay, so I have one more question, and I already know how you feel about this subject, Mike, because of your Snapchat. But Officer Daniels, how do you feel about having to carry the opioid medicine on you for overdoses?
Oh, yes.
Same way as Mike.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the Narcan. You guys get to administer that stuff now, like cops do?
Mike just went on like a 25-minute rant on Snapchat about it.
If I do a minute-long Snapchat, Daniels, along with most of the rest of society, hates me for it because it's boring. But yeah, I just went to the training last week.
Now, do all cops now have to carry those?
I would say it's got to be a minority overall. Like if I had to guess nationwide, it would be a minority of them.
Yeah, I think so. Because at my agency, the only people that had access to Narcan were the paramedics from the fire department.
And that's who should have access to
Yes.
it.
That's how it should be.
I don't disagree.
I agree with you.
So many phone numbers.
Okay, fellas, I'll get it. You guys have a great night, and thank you for answering my questions.
Thanks for calling in.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye, Mike. I'll see you around.
All right, see ya.
Good night.
Bye.
She's going to see you around, Mike.
She is, because she works at a local establishment. Nate and I both know who she is. She was the waitress at Slips when we were there getting Foggy Bottoms.
Oh. Let's try another one. JT, do you really want me to call? We know JT. Hi.
Hey, how's it going,
Hey.
Officer Daniels? I'm Mike.
What's up, man?
Look, this dude straight down to business. This is not JT. This is
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is this JT?
My son wants to say hello to you.
Put him on the
Officer
phone.
Daniels and hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Officer Mike.
What up?
What's up, Officer Mike?
What's up, dude?
Sa,
dude.
Oh, we just want to tell you how much we appreciate you guys and be careful out there.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
Thank
Oh.
you so much. What's
Good
your
call.
son's name?
Spencer.
Spencer? What up, Spencer?
Yep.
Shout out to Spencer.
You guys take care of yourselves.
Hey, man, thanks for
Thank
the
you,
call.
man.
Thanks, dude.
Or thank you for your phone number. I keep telling people thanks for the call, but they're not calling me. I'm calling them. This one, this area code's familiar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that how you thought it was?
Let's see. Let's do this.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Arkansas. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, I recognize the area code. You're on the air.
Hi.
What's up? Howdy.
What's up? How are y'all?
Us all are fine.
So I have to tell y'all something crazy that happened. I posted my phone number, to get you guys to call me, right? I get a call from Kentucky, from some guy in Kentucky. And they asked me, they said, why is everybody posting their phone number on this live feed on Facebook? And I said, it's for Officer Daniels and Mike the cop. And they said, are they on some political rant or something? And I'm like, no, it's just hot tip. And they're like, well, okay. They're like, sorry to bother you so late at night. And I'm like, random.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, if you're posting your phone number, you're taking a
Funniest
risk.
thing.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you post your telephone number in some random internet, public chat where everybody can see it, you're kind of taking a gamble. We did call
So
you,
you
but
guys are
so did
awesome.
some random creeper from Kentucky.
You're awesome.
I really
Yeah, you guys
feel
are
like
totally awesome, and thank you guys for everything that you do. Like putting your life on the line every day that you go out and you wear that badge, because y'all are walking the thin blue line. I follow y'all on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. You're humanizing the badge, totally humanizing the badge. Y'all are out there, and I totally support y'all 100% for everything that y'all do. Everything y'all do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Woo Pig Suey. Yeah, she knows what's up. All right.
Whoa.
Have a good night.
Alabama. I'm going to put them in my bracket.
Alabama.
I really feel like a lot of people are going to be changing their phone numbers after tonight.
Sorry, guys.
There's a lot of, yeah.
We gotta. I'm a little overdue for my break. You guys done? You want to stick around a little bit longer?
I just
whatever you want, man.
I just need to use the bathroom.
All right, we'll use the bathroom. We'll take a break, everybody. We'll come back and we'll do more of this. Somebody's rocking out back there. What am I doing? I have no idea. I'm a terrible radio host. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Yes. Oh look, there it goes. Jeez, terrible at this.
Exciting night and I'm feeling low, and you're the reason that I do so. I'll keep on drinking till I comatose, or I pass out on the floor. You got me staring out the windows, 8 hours late and you're a no-show. Where I'm from, that's called a no-go. I guess I should have known. I'm sleeping with one eye open, right here, right now. I'm better without you. You're always on my mind. But right here, right now. I'm better without you. I've had this for some time. But right now, I know that I'm better on my
Hey everybody, this is Feisty Minx from What the Fuck Nation Radio. I'm here with Jay Reddy, and we have a show on Tuesday called Thursday Magic. Jay Reddy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to summon the nation.
You're about to summon a demon. Like, let me deal with the magic part. You deal with the Viking part.
All right, that's cool with me.
All right.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Words are covered in lies. Is there a reason for us to make this thing still stay alive? As you turn away and fade, mistakes that we have made. Sun rays, the distance between you and me's what brought the hate. But I can break these chains and bind us down.
back. See, that break wasn't too long, everybody. You guys are all worked up. About how long the break was. We're back. Mike the Cop and Officer Daniels. Weenie in the butt. On WTF Nation Radio. During the break and during some of those other phone calls, people called in and left some voicemails, and I'm going to play one of those for you now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Mike, here you go.
Yes, Officer Daniels. I've got a question for you. How do you make your videos? I've always wanted to know that because anytime that I get on there and try to make videos, nobody watches them. Like, nobody, except for my immediate family. But if you would, please answer the question. I am watching y'all live.
The struggle's real, man.
He didn't say his name, did he?
No.
All right. Well, buddy, you just got to start somewhere, man. You just got to keep posting. It only takes one. It's kind of like Mike. Mike posted probably like 12, 15 before I noticed him.
I had to post a lot. Me and Nate weren't that good. Still not.
And then one of his videos got shared, and now he's here.
Famous.
It just takes one, man.
Barely.
So keep posting. Don't get discouraged.
Gotta work at it. Perfect your craft. I'm gonna call this one.
Universal.
This is the number you guys gave me.
All right, cool.
We'll see what happens.
I hope people don't care that I'm eating peanuts.
We're drinking and eating live on the internet.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hello?
WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, this is JB. What's going on? All the way from Fort Meade, Maryland.
What's up? I remember meeting you at
Mike.
Police Week. I think I sent you some
Yes,
coins
sir.
and patches if I didn't end up lying for too long.
No, you actually have patches on your way. And Officer Damnable Crackers, how we doing?
The fuck?
Damnable Crackers.
Yeah, so my question is for both of you. Obviously, humanizing the badge. You know, I'm a pretty funny guy, but I like to break it down serious sometimes. What is some advice you could give to a military member, obviously in the LEO community, for humanizing the badge? Obviously, I want to bridge the gap with the community and let them know that we're all human, you know, but from your guys' perspective, what can I do, you know, in the community that I work in every single day?
Get out of your car when you're not busy and go have casual conversations. You're talking. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Are you talking about military or law enforcement?
I'm just saying everybody in general. I'm asking for me, but really, obviously, in a broad spectrum for everybody who's watching, and in all reality, because it's never about me and it's not about either one of you two. It's about everybody else, and I know we're all on the same page there.
Yep.
No.
I think everybody's got to find their own sweet spot, whatever that is. I mean, if you have a particular area of interest in life, whatever that is, I think if you can make a connection in some way to help connect that to law enforcement or military, whatever it is, then
yeah.
I think that works. Not everyone, even if they like watching videos that Officer Daniels and I do, that maybe video is not their thing. Maybe it is writing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is starting something in your own community. And I think that's where Humanizing the Badge needs to go, is helping support people where they're at, doing what they're doing in a unique way that nobody else can.
I absolutely agree. Officer Daniels?
This dude has a problem with you, man, and your name.
Daniels.
Damn no crackers. Got it.
Is this an inside joke?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I could really go for some animal crackers, though.
What did you say?
I think he thinks you're eating animal crackers. I don't know. I'm not sure.
What's your take on it?
I agree with Mike. I mean, you got to find your niche. I don't know if Do you guys have like special duty or off duty gigs that you guys can work?
No, we all work in like specialty sections basically. We obviously have the patrols. We just kicked off our community policing, and we're actually doing a nationwide symposium here next month. The first one here nationwide here in Fort Meade for all military. So we're starting that up, but any pointers I can get, from my perspective and my foxhole, I'm all about taking it and bringing it to the brass.
I think my biggest thing is focusing on the youth. I mean, that's your bread and butter. That's if you focus on them, and 2-3 years from now, if you worked with 100 kids and 10 of them
turn out to not be idiots.
Yeah, turn out not to be idiots, and there's that ripple effect that's gonna spread between those 10 to however many. It's definitely a ripple effect.
Yeah.
So, I say focus on the youth, but that's my personal opinion.
That's awesome. Gentlemen, hey, I don't mean to cut it short. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate the honest words. Obviously we're all comedians here. Obviously we're not all as funny as Mike, I'm sorry, Officer Daniels, but, we'll all make it someday. But, again, appreciate it, and definitely support Humanizing the Badge and the Thin Blue Line family.
Right on, man.
Well, hopefully we'll see you again this year at the booth at Police Week, man. We'll be there, both of us.
Oh, actually, absolutely. We're going to be working hand in hand with that, brother.
Awesome.
All right, dude. Be safe. Awesome. Thanks for giving us your number. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Oh my God. Geez, so many phone numbers. So little time. Jason wants to know: do you guys low key hate each other? What the fuck?
There's sibling rivalry.
I could see that. Here's a voicemail.
Jane here. I was wondering. The question I had was, have you ever had to arrest a cop before? It's bottom. Thanks. Bye.
You ever had to arrest a cop before?
I personally have not had to arrest a cop before, but I work with people who have arrested cops before, and I have worked in a department that has had cops arrested before. So, yes, closely. I personally have not had to put the handcuffs on a police officer before.
Nate's raising his hand behind the camera.
I have. The dude was on my shift too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It turned out to be bullshit. It was a domestic battery thing. The whole thing was bullshit. But but we had to go through the motions of it, and he was back at work in a week. Charges were dismissed.
It's good when it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I do know cops that have been arrested, and rightfully so. So it happens, and we actually encounter that a lot on social media. Like, why don't you call out all the bad cops? If you're really a good cop, you'd call out all the bad cops. And again, that's just another perception, because just because you don't see something or you don't have firsthand knowledge of something doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's probably my favorite thing about Cop Block. They want to talk about how cops aren't held accountable, and then they just post articles about cops getting arrested all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Didn't we? I'm trying to think. Somebody. We had one of those dudes on the show one time, I think. I didn't
Cop
talk to
Blocker?
him. Yeah, one of those dudes. Was that us? I remember.
Ademo?
Ademo. He got arrested in Ohio recently, like 2 hours from here.
Somebody's gonna have to refresh my memory. I try to block out stuff like that. Having dudes like that on the show. What a dick. I mean, just go out of your way. Just go out of your way to make cops look like assholes because you don't like cops. What a dick.
Yep.
You could do that with any profession.
Absolutely.
If you really wanted to. You could just take a pick. You could do it with nurses, doctors, mechanics, whoever. You could do it with everybody if you wanted to. It's silly.
Had to take down a post supporting the FedEx guy on your police spouse page. Liberal Portland. Sorry about that, Becca.
What? She's talking to us?
Oh, I think she's talking about a group that she's a part of.
I love the FedEx guy.
Me too.
Yeah, the FedEx guy's he's the hero we need.
The FedEx guy is actually a fan of both of our pages.
I wanted to get him on the show. I'm having a hard time finding that dude.
I'll find him for you. I have his information if you want it.
Yes. Absolutely. You can give it to Mom. Here's a voicemail.
Hey, I want to just thank the hosters for coming on tonight, Monday night. It was great to hear y'all. I wish I could have spoke to you guys, but I know people are doling out their phone numbers like it's going out of style. So I'm going to start writing some phone numbers down to make some prank phone calls. Thanks for talking to us. Have a great night, guys.
When is Officer Daniels going to get his bikini wax?
It's Mike, not me.
I'm supposed to get my back waxed.
Oh, what? I mean, that's wrong person, and that's a long way from a bikini wax.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to get that done.
Mike lost a challenge, and we're going to go live sometime this week.
Oh, my God.
And you're going to get his back waxed.
I want to
True
be
story.
there for that. All right, let's call JT.
All right.
JT.
JT. Wait a minute, I'm calling the wrong person.
16 Infantry Staff Duty, this is Staff Sergeant Miller, MV Sergeant.
Hey, how's it going? This is Redleg from WTF Nation Radio. Are you familiar with our radio station?
No.
Okay. How about U.S. Army WTF moments on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm sorry about this, sir, but you're calling a military line.
Well, yeah, I know.
I
I call staff duty. I just wanted to say hi. That's all. Hey, how's it going? Have a good night. Thanks for following the page. I hope you do.
What just happened?
All right, you have a good night.
Okay, all right, man. I accidentally called it
NORAD.
Well, I
Did you
accidentally
call
called.
NORAD
No,
right
I
now?
accidentally called a staff duty, and I just had to see it through to the end.
Wait, did you call? Was that number in the chat room or like what?
No, that's one that I had. I just called some random staff duty. I don't know how I did that actually. Oh, I'm pretty good. It's called staff duty. Where did I get that number?
Mike the cop.
Jeez. All right. Here's a number. I was gonna call. Maybe JT gave us a staff duty number. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, jeez.
That's funny.
That's okay. I don't mind talking to anybody. That dude was about his business, though. He didn't want to talk to us. Hi, it's WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air.
Finally, I got in.
Yeah, please turn your radio down. It's making me schizophrenic.
I have a question for Officer Daniel.
What's up?
Whatever.
Jeez.
Sorry, Mike, but when you guys are coming to Salt Lake City?
When we become Mormon?
No. You guys could come. I want to hang out with you guys, seriously. I love you guys since day one.
But she just wants to hang out.
Yes, I do want to hang out with you guys.
There you go.
That'd be kind of awesome.
Do you
But we could. What?
Oh my God, I can hear myself. What the fuck is happening?
I would love to come to Salt Lake City.
Because it'd be awesome. And the second question is, when you guys are having your own action figures of yourself? Yes, I do want to hang out with you guys.
Hey, you're gonna have to turn your radio down, because we can hear that more than we can hear you.
I'm away from it. Sorry, but when you guys have only your own action figures?
Action figures.
Oh, we were talking about have those made.
Oh yeah. There's actually a company out in California that we've been talking to, and we just have to make it out to California together and get our body scanned for a 3D printer with a 3D printer, and we'll have action figures made.
I gotta lose 12 pounds first.
I have to lose about 40.
I had to cut that call short because of the noise in the background, but so action figures are coming.
Yes, I have no clue when we'll both be out in California and the LA area together, but when we are, that's when they'll happen.
Okay, I have a question. How do you guys feel about the thought of that last caller using one of your action figures to diddle herself?
Did she say that?
Oh.
No, but I'm asking the question
Why?
for her. Take it easy, Ender. Calm down.
You haven't been on Snapchat in 2 years, so that's probably the.
That's messed up, but hey.
We get some weird Snapchats every once in a while.
Well, I'm just saying it could happen.
And I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time. I'm sure somebody's made their own doll of us and done it.
Okay. Well,
I'm literally throwing up in my.
this isn't Howard Stern. Thank you, Henry. Now I'm aware this isn't Howard Stern. I'm not. That's not my name. I just thought I would ask. Listen, don't think, but don't pretend for 1 second that somebody didn't consider it. That's all I'm saying. You guys should be honored that somebody would do that.
I'm flattered. Nate tells me all the time about his experiences.
Coming soon, Redleg action figures for the ladies. All right, it's enough phone calls.
Can't forget the gays.
And the gays. Ender, do you want a Redleg action figure? Is that what I'm hearing?
I told you before that sometimes when you talk, my nips just get a little hard.
Oh, my gosh.
Andrew, do you follow Mike on Instagram?
I actually don't use Instagram. My husband actually just got me into the tweeter not too long ago.
The tweeter.
Before that, I was still stuck in like MySpace technology.
Oh boy.
Tweeter's dead.
Well, Mike posted a funny meme that involved firefighters and being gay. And
I didn't make that meme. Someone in this room did, who shall remain nameless.
And I just wanted to know if you personally thought it was funny or if you thought it was offensive, because he got a lot of hate in his comments for it.
Considering, I have a dick between my legs, not much offends me.
That's awesome.
Go on.
But gladly take a look at it and let you know my offendometer. If I'm triggered, I'll be happy to let you know.
Yeah, let me know if my microaggression really triggered you on that meme.
Did you just assume my gender?
I'm sorry. Yes, whatever you would like to go by today, I will refer to you as.
I identify as an attack helicopter, and I demand, at the government's expense, at least 5,000 gallons worth of diesel fuel or equivalent to JP8.
Andrea, I got a question for you.
Dude, you're a weird dude, Andrew. What's the question? Now I'm curious. You've piqued my curiosity.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I stuttered on my word, but I called him Andrea, and I was trying to be funny, but it failed.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want, just don't call me late to dinner.
There you go. Freddie wants to know if you have any advice for someone that's going into police work, almost done with the academy.
Yes, don't post videos on social media.
Yeah, don't try to get YouTube famous or something.
If you want to focus on community policing, go out and do it in person with the people you serve and focus on being a good cop.
We do also hear that a lot. Like, I want to be a cop because I want to do what you do. But there's years of police work that happened before I ever did a video about police work. So do the police work first.
My FTO told me, because where I was, you could work up to a year before your academy class as long as you were riding with a certified FTO.
Really?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you just kind of had to stay glued to your FTO's hip, but you did not have to go to the academy first.
Yeah, I've heard of that in some states, yeah.
He told me to shut my mouth and open my eyes and ears, and that's what I did.
Good advice.
I think I learned more in the few months that I worked with an FTO than I did the entire time I was in the academy.
100%.
But yeah, that's good advice.
The academy teaches you the absolute bare minimum to survive out there. So yeah, just get on the job and open your ears and close your mouth and learn the job. Do your best.
Exactly. Eric says, if you could be in any specialized unit, what would it be? It's a good question.
Helicopter unit. I like to fly a helicopter.
Sweet.
I don't think there's enough budget in the Metro Detroit area for any helicopters, but if there was, I'd like to fly one.
There's not a helicopter around here at all?
Oakland County has one. I think Detroit is trying to bring it back. But I don't even know if Detroit actually has one, but Oakland County has one or two.
That'd be a pretty cool gig. I did
It's awesome.
I worked the streets and I was also in the tactical unit. I got a lot of good training as a SWAT cop. Loved it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It's like being a firefighter.
I'd like to be a firefighter.
Train all day and sleep. And
I would have
hang
like the
out.
highest scores on whatever Xbox game I played. Or
Right. My brother was a firefighter. My kid brother. He's
smart man. Smart man.
Michael, I missed your last. There's so many messages going by, guys. I apologize if I don't get to see all of them. Academy stories and what did you do before the police department? Oh, academy stories. Oh boy.
What did you do before becoming a cop?
Yeah, what did you do before becoming a cop?
College.
College? You're young though. I'm old. I played professional blackjack.
It's a great story.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke at all. I really did.
Wow.
I was on a car counting team for 2.5, 3 years.
I went straight from the military into the law enforcement community. I didn't get to play any blackjack.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Christy says, what was your first job? Professional blackjack.
Paper route.
Paper route.
My first job ever, I think a host at a restaurant, like 14, 15.
These people are
I
demanding.
deliver papers.
Demanding more voicemails. Let's see.
Play my voicemail.
Play my voicemail.
All right.
A lot of people are
Hey
being very
guys, I love
uppity
what you're
tonight.
doing with humanizing the badge. I'd like to just know, what is your take on PBA cards on the east side of the country? The like New York, NYPD, and in New Jersey, they've got these police benevolency cards, and they think that it's basically carte blanche to do whatever the heck you want. And I was just wondering, what is your take on those, and how far are you willing to give courtesy to another officer or a family member? And my name's Dave. Bye.
There you go, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Do you have police cards? That's a New York thing. Like literally, NYPD has that. I've never heard of a courtesy card in my area, and the reality is, and Nate can testify to this, I probably give a warning 9 out of 10 traffic stops. So I'm not sure what courtesy is expected. I typically wouldn't write a cop or a cop's family member a ticket, but I typically don't write anybody a ticket at all, ever. So it's not a courtesy thing as much as it is like, you got to be a real asshole for me to give you a ticket. And that happens. It just happened to me and Nate the other day where someone was literally banging their head on the steering wheel saying, "Your job is fucking worthless. You ruined my life."
Oh, wow.
Literally that was happening, but that's who I write a ticket to, is the turd that is telling me that I'm worthless. Outside of that, I don't write tickets. That's just me.
Traffic tickets is always referred.
Yeah. I mean, the goal is compliance, right? Not to be a dick.
Yes. I don't want people to speed or drive recklessly, but typically a good conversation and a warning is good enough for that. For me. That's me personally.
How often have you seen the same person more than once?
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
No,
but
second time around, you're getting a ticket because we've already talked about this once.
Well, sometimes you come across those people that have like 47 prior suspension convictions on their license, and you're like, listen, man, I'm not even writing you a ticket. You're just a moron. Just go home and don't ever drive again. Like, I don't know that writing a ticket is going to help.
I didn't, me personally, I didn't spend a whole lot of time doing traffic stuff. I didn't have time for, the part of town I worked in wasn't all about traffic anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a good question about the PBA cards.
We don't have that around where I work. We don't have cards to give. So
the whole get out of jail free thing, man. I mean, I think the question kind of centers around professional courtesy, which I think is complete horseshit. You're either in compliance or you're not. Doesn't matter who you are. How many times have cops gotten pulled over drunk and expected the officer that stopped them to cut them a break?
Yep.
Do the right thing.
I think we both shared that video, right, of a cop local to me.
He was a lieutenant.
Yes. Yeah, he was a lieutenant in Ypsilanti, which is sort of Metro Detroit. It's Ann Arbor, where U of M is at, and he was completely obliterated and expected all the courtesy in the world, and he got pulled over in the northern part of Michigan, and we both shared that video, and yeah, I mean, it was so blatantly obvious that he was expecting all of this favoritism, and he didn't get it.
I think that the officer who took that lieutenant into custody was very professional and then did his job as was expected of him. And I saw no issues there other than this, hammered, shit-faced lieutenant.
Yeah, I mean, he gave him way more time than I personally would have. Absolutely. I mean, that went on for like 20 minutes before he was in custody. So, right.
I found a question that someone in the chat wanted to ask you guys. Do you prefer the older style Crown Vics or the newer Interceptors?
That's a good question.
Crown Vic for life.
I like the Explorers.
What do you think, Nate?
Definitely the Crown Vic.
Everybody's going to Tahoes here, but I'm a Crown Vic guy too.
I would like a Tahoe, but I don't have that option. Our department is like, we've always had Fords, so we'll always have Fords. So it just is what it is, and my particular vehicle number that I drive usually is going to be replaced with an Explorer. So we'll see how it goes. If they outfit it right and they give me enough space, it'll be okay, but nothing can change the sound of a Crown Vic, period.
The sound is pretty awesome.
Look at Kyle's partner. Look at that.
See, I've done a lot of research on like the newer Interceptors that Ford came out with, and I have a few cop friends, and I've been inside the Impalas back when that was the big thing before Chevy started making a different version of it, and the Crown Vic. I don't know. I prefer. My personal opinion is the Interceptors more than anything. Now, I'm not talking about the Explorers either. I'm talking about what Ford replaced. In lieu of the Crown Vic.
The Taurus.
The Taurus, Ford Taurus?
The Taurus, yeah. They're kind of like the Taurus hybrid. I can't remember what they hybrided it with, but I don't know. I think those look a lot sleeker. They have a lot more horsepower under the hood. And definitely the fact that they keep their fans running even when you turn the car off to allow it to cool down properly.
Yeah, dude, but it's
I don't know.
Taurus.
I think that's a lot better for modern day police work, especially with what I assume you guys go through on a daily basis.
The EcoBoost will rip your face off.
If it's the EcoBoost, that's fine. My department defaults to the cheapest possible Interceptor.
Oh boy!
It does not have EcoBoost. You are going to outrun me if you have a Ford Focus.
Wait, so what you're telling me is my 08 Saturn Vue could outrun you?
Well, not me, because I'm freaking awesome in pursuits, and I've never lost one. But yes, you could outrun me.
I mean, I have no problem racing you down the highway. I got nothing going on tonight. Let's go.
Hey, come through Metro Detroit, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What's the worst? I spend the night in jail and my license gets suspended. Meh.
Oh yeah, that's no big deal.
That's a small
It's
price
no
to pay
big
for
deal.
fame.
Jeez.
I did have a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys have saw it though. On Facebook about that New York State or the New York City police officers that arrested that billionaire or millionaire or whatever. A guy freaking illegally parked on one of the main streets. A foot officer was trying to write him a ticket, and the guy actually ran the cop's foot over while trying to just drive away while the cop was still writing him the ticket. And the cop just kind of dragged him out of the car and face planted him into the ground.
Was it like a Lamborghini or something?
Yeah, it was
like
a Ferrari.
Yeah, that's
Ferrari?
what it was, like a Lamborghini. It was like a piece of shit, small ass looking fast red car.
I haven't seen it.
I feel like we should clear something up because it's going around that the dude is like some Saudi prince or something, and he's.
I don't fucking know. He's an entitled douchebag.
Well,
that's what I know.
What he is, yeah, that's exactly what he is. This happened back in 2012, and the guy's he's like a millionaire app developer or something like that. And I watched the video. The guy's being a prick, basically ignoring the cop who's ticketing him for illegally parking. I didn't see the cop's foot get run over, but that's neither here nor there. He pulled forward and struck the officer, not hard, but struck him nonetheless. I think the cop handled it exactly how he should have. He jerked the dude out of his car and put him on the ground and put handcuffs on him. The guy was being a dick. Don't be a dick to cops.
He was one of those self-entitled.
So there's that. Go watch the video. It's fun to see this dude get a knot jerked in his ass.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
But there's some misinformation that's being spread about that video. The dude's not a Saudi prince. He's just a dick.
Saudi douche.
An entitled fucking douchebag.
Right. All right, we're rapidly approaching the end of the show here, and I want to give Officer Daniels and Mike the cop the opportunity to tell everybody who may not be aware of all the places they can find them on the interwebs, where we can follow you guys and keep up with you.
Everywhere.
Yep. Officer Daniels, any platform, basically. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
I'm easily confused with the corrupt NYPD cop from the 90s called Mike the Cop, but I think I've outpaced him now in fame, so you can find me.
There was a good documentary about him on Netflix.
Something like that.
Like the 36th District or whatever it's called.
Whatever it is. Yeah, there was a corrupt NYPD cop nicknamed Mike the Cop, so I'm not him, but we'll see.
Google real Mike the Cop.
Yeah, real Mike the Cop.
real Mike the Cop.
I'm the real Mike the Cop.
I'm gonna do one last voicemail. Let's spin the wheel here.
It's in the morning, 97.1, weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
Hey, just want to say a big shout out to Officer Daniel, Mike the Cop, coming straight from Korea. I know my phone bill is going to be high as hell since I'm using my state side phone. But I have to call you guys and let you guys know I support what you guys are doing 100%. I'm a military guy to a law enforcement. You guys are doing a good job. Keep the videos going. I enjoy them. Guys, yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Calling all the way from Korea.
From Korea.
Yeah.
I visited Seoul, Korea in '88, and I was there for about a month. There was I had a cousin in the military there at the time, so very cool that guys from Korea are knowing who we are.
Yeah, we have a fairly respectable listener base out of Korea, but they get to listen to us in the middle of the day.
Right.
So I'm assuming that the dude's hanging out at work listening to WTF Nation Radio in the middle of the day and saw that you were on and decided to call you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. Now you're worldwide. Korea sucks. I spent 14 months over there. I hated it.
What is it, the 48th parallel? Is that what it is?
The 38th parallel. Yeah.
Whatever.
That's at the JSA up there. That's a weird place. Jonathan says he's seen Korea on the map.
All I know is I was, for the month that we were there, my dad and my brother and I were there, and dude, I was like sneezing black shit for days out there. It was so smoggy in Seoul, Korea.
It's that's a really crowded city.
It was insane, man. Like 8-lane roads. It was nuts.
Yeah, and do you see people driving on the sidewalk? That's always fun.
They do whatever they want.
They absolutely do.
I remember like seeing a guy pull a wagon down the road of puppies.
Yeah.
And we asked the guy, like, what's that all about? And he's like, well, that's dinner.
Yeah, it's dinner.
I was like, what is going on right now?
Now we got all the Korea people coming out of the woodwork talking about Hooker Hill. Yeah, Hooker Hill over there in Itaewon. That's a rough place, man. Yeah, Itaewon. Been there, done that.
Choilu Mike입니다. That's how you say my name is Mike in Korean.
Yeah,
I remember that.
God bless you.
Totally sound like a sneeze, right? Dudes, I will let you guys go get to it. Thanks for hanging out for almost 2 hours tonight. And I usually don't keep my guests on this long. I feel like I've kind of dragged you guys for a while.
Hey, whatever, man. We're cool.
We enjoy it.
Everybody go check it. Those of you who haven't already, go check them out. It's really easy to do. Seriously, all you got to do is search for these guys. They're everywhere on the internet. Let us know how it goes at the thing on the 27th. I mean the 17th. I'm curious.
Yep,
how
it's
that
all
event
weekend.
happens.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, all this weekend.
So if somebody's in the area, can they just show up and join this thing?
Yes and no. On Sunday the 19th at Lifebridge Church in Taylor, they can show up to either the 10 o'clock or the 11:45 service. We're doing a law enforcement appreciation event, and we'll have cop cars and border patrol cars out there, and you can show up and bring your kids to see cop cars and cops and take pictures and turn on the lights and all that stuff, so they can show up there. That'll be the only public event. Outside of that, it'll be just working with Detroit police and other area departments on stuff. So,
right on. I might make the drive. No, I'm not. I'm totally not going to make the drive, dude. That's like halfway across the country for me. I have other things to do, like keep my wife happy.
Yeah,
it's always a chore.
I think it's a smart choice.
But I hope that you guys find yourselves out here in my neck of the woods. I'd love to meet up with you, and maybe we could do like a live. We could do a remote. Weenie in the butt.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Do you divulge where you're from?
I am from the Memphis, Tennessee metro area.
Awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I would have assumed California.
Really?
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
California.
Nah, dude, I'm not. There's no California fans over here in this household.
Okay, so here's the Earth.
Somebody said goodbye to Nate in the kitchen. What the hell are you guys doing?
Goodbye. He laughs.
Fellas, I'll let you go. Enjoy your adult beverages. You look like you already
Thank you.
are. You're well on your way. And thanks for joining us here. I hope we can have you guys on the show again soon. I'm stumbling all over my words.
100%.
I'm starstruck.
He's so excited to meet you guys. You're his heroes.
Yeah. When I grow up, I want to be just like you guys.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you again. Good night. Everybody go check them out all over the internet. Have a good night, fellas.
All right, thanks, man.
Where's the button? Where's the button to turn this thing off? I got it. No, you hang up.
Really?
No, I'll do it. Later, fellas.
All right. See ya.
Good night.
Night, guys.
You're like, should I hang up? Seriously? I got this. What a good couple of guys, man. That they they agreed to hang out for that long. Officer Daniels and Mike the cop. I'm checking that's another notch. I've had Officer Daniels, Mike the cop, Officer Baker, Hook 'em and Book 'em, Angry Cops. Making the rounds here. Those of you who are still here, new listeners, new viewers, welcome. You found your new home on the internet, WTF Nation Radio. from time to time, we'll have people on the show, much as we did tonight, who are not members of the military and veteran community, but everybody's welcome here all the time. Although we tend to cater to the active duty military and veteran community, we don't mind having guests on here and listeners on here who are not associated with the community. I kind of feel like we're all in one boat here. We're all American, and we've got to come together as citizens of this country and do the right thing. And if that means helping to humanize the badge, so be it. And I think that's a great cause. As a veteran of the United States Army and a former law enforcement officer myself, I could see no better cause to get behind. It's an easy transition to come out of the military and into law enforcement because everybody kind of retains that. You're wearing the uniform. It's a regimented lifestyle. You have regulations that you have to follow closely. It's a natural transition for a lot of us. I got a lot of love for the cops out there, including those two, Mike the Cop and Officer Daniels. Great guest. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to take a minute to remind everybody, coming up on Friday, March 24th, 6-time UFC champion and Hall of Famer Randy Couture is going to be on my show. He was a soldier in the United States Army. He was also part of the U.S. Olympic wrestling team during his stint in the United States Army. He has starred in all 3 of the Expendables movies, Ambushed, and The Scorpion King 2. Looking forward to having Randy on here on Friday the 24th. Tomorrow night, Minx and Jay Reddy. That's going to be a good show. Always is. That's Tuesday nights. Wednesday nights, WTF Wednesday. What the fuck Wednesday with Jim Beam. Jay Reddy's also been co-hosting with Jim over there. Thursday, Sergeant's Time with Ice, Doc Madness, Mike Golf, Gray Cloud. That's where you get all the no bullshit NCO type Army stuff. Tune in for that. Friday night, I'm back. And Saturday is, I think Jay Reddy's going to host again on Saturday. I'm not sure. This Sunday, the Green Room. We got something here every night on WTF Nation Radio. If it's not on Facebook Live, you can always catch it over on our official website, WTFNationRadio.com. Pi does a lunchtime show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Starts at 12 noon Eastern and runs until 1400. That's called Liquid Lunch. Today is K9 Veterans Day. I had no idea. Thank you, Martha. Happy K9 Veterans Day. I love me some K9s. They can put some act right in somebody. A lot of people straighten up when the dog gets out. Love it. Let's see here. Thursday, March 16th, Christian Brunetti and Mike Unruh are going to be here to talk about their upcoming film project, We Happy Few. It's focusing on a group of veterans that are transitioning from their military careers into civilian life. Monday, March 20th, comedian PJ Walsh is going to join me on my show. He's performed 20-plus tours for the troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and has toured with the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. He's a Navy veteran. And then Monday, March 27th, retired Marine Corps Sergeant John M. Peck is going to be here to talk to us about this dude. He sustained multiple injuries while serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. He is a quadruple amputee, and the doctors just did a double arm transplant on this dude. He's going to be an interesting guest to talk about. We always have guests here, and a lot of their stories are interesting and touching and heartwarming and informative and motivational. You never know what you're going to get here on WTF Nation Radio. Hey, Ender, how you doing over there, buddy?
Oh, hey.
Thanks for guest co-hosting with me tonight. My regular normal, well, I don't want to say normal because the dude's not normal at all. My usual co-host is out in the field doing Army stuff, so I've had various people fill in, and Ender stepped up tonight.
Oh, yeah, if you need me Saturday, let me know. I ain't got nothing going on.
Roger that. It's Officer 401. Do I need to get Officer 401 on the show?
I think that'd be interesting.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. New listeners, new viewers, welcome. You're always welcome back here anytime. Thanks for hanging out. Spanky, Mom, Ender, thank you. Spanky and Mom are
thank you.
Gone.
No, we're
Oh,
here.
there they
We're
are.
just. I'm trying to find buttons.
Oh, buttons.
Yeah.
She's trying to find the right
Buttons. Everybody have a good night. I will see you again on Friday. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for Minx and Jay Ready.
Friday. That's what I meant, not Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, whatever. Days of the
One of
week
those
that
days.
end in
Whichever
Y.
one works overnight.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Felicia.
Yes, fancy.
So remember, from all of us here at WTF Nation, to all of you out there, wherever you are, the light at the end of the tunnel may be you. Good night.